Radical.
All you're going to do is make me more powerful if you're going to write comments about me on here, or if you're going on other people's videos and write comments about me, all you're doing is drawing me more attention. And you know what, if you're lucky, I might respond and then I might screenshot it and put it on my Twitter feed, and then I shall have a laugh at your expense, and my followers on Twitter shall have a laugh at your expense, and I will get more subscribers, I will get more patrons. In fact, that's something I have a lot of abuse purely for having a Patreon. So if you want to bask in the sweet, salty tears of people that don't like the fact that I've got a Patreon, then please consider contributing $2 a month to my channel. There's lots of lovely, lovely things that happen when you sign up to people's Patrons. And the main and most amazing thing of all is making people cry who don't like YouTubers being supported by patrons. I'll stop right there. Now, what I just read you right there from the closed captioning was actually the words of one Lady Decade. And now I guess her big thing is she's trying to get people to join her Patreon for just $2 a month. On the reasoning, because I don't really see much reasoning from a consumer perspective, I think it's kind of stupid to give this person $2 a month on Patreon, for her hobby uploads on YouTube. I'm speaking as a consumer here. I'm not hateful, I'm not angry, I'm not salty. I'm just speaking from a consumer standpoint. I think it's literally fucking stupid to give this stranger online $2 a month for uploading her hobby uploads about video games. Does that trigger a lot of people? Me speaking the truth? That is the truth. It is stupid. Most people, 99.9% of people, if you walked up to them on the street and you said, "Hey, I've got a pitch for you. How about giving $2 of your dollars that you just earned to this person right here?" They would look at you like, What? Why? And then you would have to go into this long pitch about how it's actually, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't, I mean, $2 is not a lot of money. It's like a cup of coffee, maybe half a cup of coffee. I get it, but it's still kind of stupid. Under no circumstances would I donate $2 to Lady Decade or Top Hat Gaming Man for their uploads. Maybe this makes them angry. Maybe it makes them angry that there's a lot of people out there that actually would laugh at that idea. So it's weird that she talks about, having a healthy laugh at people on her Twitter feed or something to that extent, when the fact of the matter is, there's a lot to laugh at when it comes to e-beggars. Now, some of you might say, Lady Decade is not an e-beggar. Oh, au contraire. Having a Patreon, asking for money online, that qualifies you rightly as an e-beggar. I don't have a Patreon. I don't ask for money. And if there's anyone out there that did not know exactly that this is an e-beggar, right here is all the proof you need. It's all the proof you need, because she's actually using the idea that criticism, and she says abuse. I don't know what you mean by abuse. People criticizing you for your channel, which is a healthy thing. Criticism is a very healthy thing. Questions about a Patreon, just simple questions about, hey, where's the money going? What proof do we have if we donate to your Patreon that it's actually going into your channel? I think those are fair questions, right? So she's talking about abuse. She's talking about how she doesn't like abuse, but then she does, though, because she says all you're actually doing is adding to her subscriber numbers. You're getting her attention. So I'm confused here. It's almost like she's in direct conflict with her own self here. She's in direct conflict. She might classify, this criticism and this upload as abuse. She might put it up on her Twitter, like, look at this crazy, psychotic abuser, Radical Rick, She might say that. Now, she's saying it's a lovely idea. It's a lovely idea to give her $2 a month because it might make people angry that criticize her. Does that make any sense whatsoever? So we're going away from the idea that, okay, your YouTube hobby uploads is the reasoning that you deserve $2 a month. Now she's basically letting it slip that she doesn't care. You know, she doesn't care for what reasons you give her money for. It doesn't matter, you know? Isn't that interesting how that works? That's how e-begging works, ladies and gentlemen. That's how e-begging works, specifically on YouTube. One final thought here. I'm wondering, did you leave this opening because you thought that it would be beneficial to you there, Lady Decade? Are you even aware at the opening that you left for someone like myself? Let's see here. Let's pry open that opening there. I'm always told by people that Patreon connected to a YouTube channel is not e-begging. I'm told this constantly by content creators, right? Top Hat Gaming Man, you know, was one person last year told me that it wasn't e-begging, right? It's supposed to be set up professionally where people can donate specifically for the YouTube uploads. But then I bring into question all of that. You know, that the Patreon donations, how do we know they're directly going to the creation of YouTube uploads? How do we know that people aren't just donating just because, well, other reasons, right? And it's a weird thing because I can't get a clear answer on that. If you go out somewhere and you buy something in a store, or you go to a movie, guess what? You're paying that $10 to go see that movie. Not equating actual real movies to what these YouTubers produce, but it's pretty much understood that that money is going for a specific thing. So Patreon's supposed to be set up in a way to where, hey, you upload some uploads talking about video games, you know, you have a Patreon setup where people can actually donate money to see more of that. But now you basically expose yourself in that you are now wanting money and donations because you want to somehow have a laugh at the expense at people criticizing you. Literally, she is talking about how you should probably consider donating $2 a month to her for the salty tears of other people, right? I mean, why did you leave this opening? Why did you? Is there like a strategy there? I don't understand it, because pretty much that deconstructs every single reason. All the reasoning for donating to YouTubers right here, you kind of expose yourself. Because you don't care if people donate to you because they like the uploads. You just want people's money. It's not about the YouTube channel. Lady Decade just wants donations. These e-beggars just want donations. If it was about the channel, if it was about the content, if you actually want donations just for the content, you wouldn't be pulling this stunt. You're literally pulling a manipulative stunt, and you're actually trying to use the criticism of you, which you call abuse. You're trying to use criticism to actually have a fundraising effort off of that. You aren't the only one. I mean, last year, I think it was last year, when I criticized Silent Rob for his e-begging, he got on the live streams and he said, hey, basically, you know, it's going to make Radical Rick angry. Let me tell you what. It doesn't make me angry. I don't get angry. I laugh at stupidity. You know, you are sadly mistaken, Lady Decade, if you feel that I have been angered by anything that you've ever said or done. This is a form. This is critical satire. This is me and my type of uploads that I don't e-beg for. I will never e-beg for. But I do call out e-beggars. Okay? So, yeah, that's some thoughts on Lady Decade, who is now, like I said, trying to fundraise off of being criticized.